This is Jarrod Horak. Welcome to my latest Road to the 2023 Kentucky Derby video. And in this video, I'm going to give out 3 live long shots for the Derby. If you're interested in my annual Kentucky Derby Day full card at Churchill Downs, you will find that full card Kentucky Derby week at theRunawayHorse.com on my sales page. I have a pre-sale going on right now, and I have some other products as well. In addition to the Kentucky Derby Day full card, you can purchase the Kentucky Derby only analysis if you want that. You can do the Kentucky Oaks Day Stakes races. You can do the Derby full card Oaks Day Stakes package, a Triple Crown Series package from Churchill, Pimlico, and Belmont, and some other products as well. So head on over to theRunawayHorse.com on my sales page if you're interested in any of those. And then my full cards are also available at HorseRacingNation.com and Today'sRacingDigest.com. Now, speaking of Today'sRacingDigest.com, they've just updated their website. And if you're interested in my Kentucky Derby and Kentucky Oaks reports, you will find those at Today'sRacingDigest.com. Just go over to the News and Insider Information tab and then click on Kentucky Derby. You'll find all of my blogs over there. If you're interested in bonus free selections over at HorseRacingNation.com, I've been doing a daily best bets blog for many years there. Handicapping section on the front page, you'll find that each day. And then over at TheRunawayHorse.com, I have bonus free selections that I post, some stakes picks on the weekends. Just go over to the menu at TheRunawayHorse.com and click free picks and videos, and you will find some bonus free selections there. Now let's jump into the live long shots in the 2023 Kentucky Derby. I'll give out 3, beginning with Disarm. Now, Disarm is one that for trainer Steve Asmussen that has a nice pedigree. Gun Runner the sire and Tappet the dam sire. I'm not really concerned about the distance. He's definitely faster this year. He raced a couple times last year, and he did break his maiden at Saratoga last summer. And then he's been pretty good without winning this year. He was second in an optional claiming race in his first start this year. That was at Oaklawn Park in February. And then on March 25th in the Louisiana Derby, that grade 2 race, mile and 3/16, didn't get a lot of pace help, and he was clearly second best. Kings Barnes stole that one on the front end, and Disarm rallied to finish a clear second. And then in his last start in the Lexington Stakes, he needed to run one more time because he didn't earn enough points in the Louisiana Derby to qualify for the Kentucky Derby. He got 40 points for that one, but that wasn't enough. He needed to run one more time. He ran in the Lexington Stakes. That was on April 15th at Keeneland, cutting back to a mile and a 16th. He needed a top 3 finish, and he just did get third. That race really didn't set up for him. He was just trying to qualify for the Derby. It was shorter than his best, and he just chugged along, and he was able to do just enough to qualify for the Derby. Now I think getting out to that longer distance, he at least has enough speed to be in mid-pack. And if you look at his speed ratings in all of his lifetime starts, he improved his speed ratings each time. So now with the Kentucky Derby and that added distance, I could see him, for trainer Steve Asmussen, finishing somewhere in the superfecta, maybe the trifecta, the super high 5. So wagers like that, you could certainly use Disarm. Now, Sun Thunder will be the next one that is a live long shot in the Kentucky Derby for trainer Kenny McPeak. Into Mischief the sire, Medaglia d'Oro the dam sire. And this horse has plenty of experience. He began his career last fall at Churchill Downs. He finished 3rd. Then he graduated in his second career start. And then all of his other starts have been this year. The Grade 3 Southwest Stakes on a wet track, he finished 4th. In the Grade 2 Risen Star Stakes, he was along to finish 2nd. He actually had the lead in that race. He couldn't hold it, but he was 2nd there. And then in his last 2 starts, the Louisiana Derby, that race didn't set up for him. He ended up finishing 5th. And then in the Bluegrass Stakes, he was an okay 4th last time out. So he's shown enough on the track to be considered an exotics contender. I think he's got the pedigree and the right running style to finish somewhere in the money in the Kentucky Derby. He's added blinkers for his workouts, and his most recent workout that was on April 26th. He went 4 furlongs and change, and as I said, he's adding blinkers. And then jump back real quick. I forgot to mention Disarm for his workout. He ran on April 15th, and then he worked on April 24th at Churchill Downs, a bullet workout in a minute flat on April 24th. So that was a nice work for Disarm. And then Sun Thunder's been working okay in blinkers. And I think that both of those horses are capable of finishing in the money in the Kentucky Derby. And then one other horse, the one I like the most out of the 3, but he needs one more defection to get into the Kentucky Derby, and that is Skinner for trainer John Sheriffs. Now, For this one, excellent pedigree. Curlin the sire, Malibu Moon the dam sire. I've always liked this one on the West Coast, and he's run well in some stakes races. Now, in his career debut last year, he wasn't a big threat at Del Mar, but then they ran him as a maiden in the Del Mar Futurity in that Grade 1 race. In his second career start, he ended up finishing an okay third. They tried him in Stakes Company again in his next start as a 2-year-old with the Grade 1 American Pharoah Stakes. He ended up finishing a well-beaten 6th there. Then they laid him off and brought him back this year in a 1-mile race at Santa Anita, Maiden Special Weight Company. He appreciated the return to the Maiden Special Weight Company on February 12th. He was able to win that race, and he looked really good from off the pace, powering away and earning his best career speed rating. They jumped him back into the stakes ranks in the San Felipe Stakes. He finished a solid third in that race on March 4th. And then the Santa Anita Derby, he was a close third, and that was a solid effort as well on April 8th. In that Santa Anita Derby, it didn't really set up for off-the-pace types. He covered more ground than the top 2 finishers, and he was right there with those 2 horses at the wire. Practical Move and Mandarin Hero were the top 2 finishers, and a clear third there, and a solid effort from Skinner. He may have run the best race of the top 3. Now, he's one that his pedigree is good, and it looks like he's slowly improving for John Sheriffs and sitting on a good race. And if he can get into the Kentucky Derby, I think he's a solid exotics threat at a price. So those are my 3 live long shots for the 2023 Kentucky Derby. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment if you like this horse racing content. And keep checking my YouTube channel. I'm going to be back each day. I'm going to have a different video on the road to the 2023 Kentucky Derby as we get closer to that Kentucky Derby. And until I see you next time, good luck at the races.